Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. So I am going to tell you guys the lore of my high school drama because boy is there a lot of fucking lore to my high school drama. I basically dropped out of high school, was on probation. I have my ex-boyfriend who was a crazy ass stalker, just one of them. That's just one of them. There's more. Okay, so let's start with how I met this man. I was in my junior year of high school and I downloaded an app called Tinder, which that in itself, first mistake I could have ever fucking made. I should have never downloaded Tinder. To this day, at 23, I do not have Tinder. I would like to meet somebody organically if I ever do, okay? If I don't, I don't. It's in God's hands, okay? I put my faith in God to send the man when it's time. But anyway, I should not have been on Tinder. I was 16 years old in my junior year of high school. And yeah, so we added each other on Snapchat because Snapchat is still just as big when I was in high school. I know y'all think I'm old as fuck, but I'm only 23, okay? But we add each other on Snapchat, we're talking, and it comes time for our first date. Mind you, my prom is coming up, and I wanted to go to prom. I was telling this man that there was no mention of what I'm about to tell you guys that he did on our very first time meeting. He had never seen me in person. I had never seen him in person. This could have gone so awful, but for him it didn't. Anyway, this man, when he picks me up from my school, because he wanted to pick me up from school that day, is standing there without ever have seeing me with a promposal. I kid you not, in front of my entire fucking school. He is standing there holding up a "will you go to prom with me?" The promposal is actually really cute. I still have it. I was like, oh my God, I got promposaled. I thought it was embarrassing back then. It's really not embarrassing at all. Like, at all. It's not embarrassing at all. I just thought it was embarrassing at the time because you think everything in high school is fucking embarrassing when it's not. Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's worried about themselves in high school. But anyways, I'm talking to this man, right? And I say yes to the prom. Also, side note, one fucking group of teenagers drove by in their ugly ass lifted F-150. That means that you know they have a small fucking dick. And they go, "Are you guys gay?" And shocker, we were, because the promposal literally said, "This may be really gay, but will you go to prom with me?" Like, no shit. And everybody knew me, like, as the gay kid. Not in a bad way. Like, I was never bullied for being gay. But, anyway, I say yes. I give him a hug and everything. I put on my Snapchat, oh my God, I just got promposaled. And we go out to this dinner, right? Yeah, we go out to this little dinner. He took me to my favorite Chinese restaurant, which, the best fucking Chinese food ever. Oh my gosh. Which I actually ended up briefly talking to the guy whose family owned that restaurant and a popular sushi place in town. Which is actually insane that actually happened. And I went on many dates there. Anyway, this man, so we start hanging out every single day because this date, the very first date, went on from, he picked me up from school. My school got out at 3:30. This date went on, I didn't get home until like 11 p.m. So that just shows you how the first date went very freaking well. Like, we just basically talked for hours and hours and hours. And I picked up on zero red flags, zero stalker vibes that'll be there in the fucking future. Zero red flags at all. He was like a gentleman. He was so sweet. We did briefly make out, which I should not have done. But I was 16. Like, what 16-year-old relationship doesn't have fucking drama? Anyway, so we start dating because we've been going out every single day together, hanging out. We're like, mwah. Like, this man is clingy. Oh, my hair looks good. Yes, it does. I need a sip of my Stanley. Y'all can let me get a little break, okay? A lot of talking's going on. So I talked to this man, right? And, oh my God, I got a notification. I'm talking to this man every single day, hanging out with him. And prom comes up. Prom tickets, mind you, were expensive as fuck. Why the fuck were prom tickets $180 for 2 tickets? It might have been $160, but that man gave me $160 in cash. He was talking straight cash. He gave me cash money. Yes, he did. So I paid for the prom tickets, which I really would have wished I could have just pocketed the money and then avoided this whole man together. But I had beef with my dad's girlfriend at the time. This leads into why I was telling you guys that I was on probation. Because she tells my probation officer that I'm sexting or sexting, that I'm hanging out and texting this older man, which it really wasn't that big of an age difference. He was 20 at most. Like, come on. I mean, I know it should not have happened, but she makes it sound like I was talking to this fucking 50-year-old fucking on this guy on his deathbed. Like, come on now. If that was the case, I would have been very well off financially right now. But no, she makes it sound like this big ordeal. So my probation officer, and she tells him that I'm breaking curfew, that I'm out doing the biggest whatever and big F you to the government, which is like, no, I wasn't really. I mean, I kind of was, to be honest, but like for her to say that, like, it wasn't any of her business. Like, I wasn't breaking the law or anything. I guess by being out past curfew because I was on a curfew was breaking the law, but like that's still not like that big of a deal. It's like speeding when like it's not a big deal. Anyways, she tells him, because she's like trying to convince my dad that I should not be allowed to go to prom, because I don't know what it was about this woman, but she was out to fucking get me. It did not matter about anything. She was out to get me, and no matter what, she was going to make sure that happened. So she gets my dad to agree that the only way that I'm allowed to go to prom with him is if they meet him, which rightfully so, looking back at it, because at the time I was like, oh my God, like, you guys are ruining my life. Like, I don't want you to meet him. Like, that's not fair. But looking back on it, like, that is like a valid request. Like, that is literally valid. But I was 16 and I thought everything was the end of the world. So yeah, I figure out this devious plan that I'm going to sneak out and I'm going to prom with my man. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to prom with my man. And if you knew where I lived, like, I lived on like 6 acres of land, and my bedroom window, like, you have to fucking jump. So I come up with this plan. I have him park in his usual spot because we had a hiding parking spot that we had created. I was like, you have to park here. I will run out and do that. Anyways, I don't have a suit because I have to sneak out. He gets me a suit, and I'm like running these 6 acres. I'm like, yeah, because I'm going to get to this fucking prom. I am. Nobody's going to ruin me and my prom night, okay? And as I'm running and get into his car, we finally start driving towards the prom. We're talking like usual. And we go to prom. Prom is good. All my friends meet this man. I mean, a few of my friends had met him, but this is like my entire school is there, you know, like it's fucking prom night. So yeah. Eventually, after being at prom for a while, he's like, hey, do you want to like go back to like my house? And yeah. So as we're doing that, he proceeds to like pour us drinks, and I get drunk out of control, probably because I really don't remember much. Yeah, but that was on me. That was not on him. I was gonna drink regardless. It was prom night, so he didn't like try to get me drunk, but like I was probably like really easy to get drunk at that time. I was a high schooler. I feel like all high schoolers do that for some reason. I don't know why. Why do we do that? I don't know why we think it's fun to overindulge in alcohol, but I did that all throughout my teenage years, and there's 1,000 stories on that as well. But fortunately for me, it makes great content. So anyway, this is only a little bit of the lore. Holy shit. And we're already 9 minutes in. That's insane. This man, when I woke up after I had gotten drunk, we actually, let's flash forward a little bit to when he starts getting fucking crazy. This man was so fucking clingy. He begins to text me every single day. Like, he's like demanding. He's like, where are you going? Who are you with? And mind you, I'm only in high school. So where the fuck could I be going? Like, besides hanging out with my friends, like, all we did was really, like, go to the mall with my friends. I would just go to the mall. Like, there was no reason to be all over me thinking I was doing something. This man is a junior in college. So why the fuck is he worried about what I'm doing? Where's the fucking lore on that? So anyways, as he's bombarding me with text messages and fucking stalking me, this is where the first red flag begins to happen that I notice. I'm starting to think, you know what, this is a little weird. He's a little clingy over me. But I just chop it up to, this is my first relationship. I think he's being protective. It's normal for people to worry. Wrong answer. That is not normal at all. That is not a healthy relationship. I'm 23 now. I've been in many relationships. That is not how it's supposed to fucking go. Never should that happen. This Stanley is so cute. Isn't it so cute? It's like lavender. There's lip gloss all over the straw. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was in the frame. But, yeah. This man is crazy and overprotective, which I kind of like in a man. I like the overprotective part. I do. But not that much. Like, it was insane. And we proceed to, basically, every single weekend, I have to be with him. He wants me to be with him. That is it. I begin to basically cut off all my friends, and I'm only hanging out with this man. So summer is coming up. It's the summer of junior year, and my dad has a business proposition that leads him to work in Las Vegas, and he's going to be spending the summer in Vegas. He asked me and my little brother if we would like to go to Nevada with him for the summer, and we say yes, because a Vegas hotel all summer, that sounds fun, you know? So we go with him, and weird things start happening. As I'm leaving the hotel, I would notice from the corner of my eye that it looked like somebody was following me, but I was like, no, nobody knows me here. That's weird. Like, that is weird. But I just chop it up to, like, anxiety in a new area, to be honest. Like, I was like, no, there's no way there's anything happening to little old me. I would still think that to this day, to be honest. I'm, like, really naive. But, yeah. I'm having a bomb-ass time. I'm in fucking Vegas, bitch. Like, hey. And I meet a new guy there. This is really bad on my character. I should not have done it. But I end up hooking up with another man. I was still 16 at this time. I would never do this today. But I didn't take the relationship seriously because I was like, he's getting on my fucking nerves, and I didn't know how to break up with him. And I didn't want to break up with him over Snapchat. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. When I hooked up with this new man, I posted on my Snapchat story us cuddling in bed. That drove my ex wild. Absolutely bonkers. Crazy. I am in the hotel, and I get a knock on the door, and they said that mail has been delivered for me, and it's flowers. And that's amazing. Who doesn't want to get flowers? My ex sent me flowers, and attached to them was a letter. Rightfully so, to be quite honest. And it was a hate letter saying everything I had ever done that was wrong to him, which was very, very, very manipulative. And this is where I proceed to, where do I proceed to think, actually? Because obviously I'm going to believe him. He was older than me. I was young and very impressionable. And I had every intention of breaking up with this man. He knew I was leaving for the summer. But he was full force stalking me. He spent his summer stalking me. And with this letter, it was, like I said, it was a hate letter of everything I had ever done wrong, why I will never do better than him. And I proceed to rip up this letter, flush it down the toilet. I never talked to him again. So I thought, like, at that moment, I was thinking, I am never talking to this man again. I will block him on Snapchat, all that stuff. I then get bombarded by free texting numbers of him saying, what the fuck? Why aren't you texting me back? Why did you block me? Please unblock me, all that stuff. And yeah, honestly, I'm gonna have to make a part 2 of this video. If anybody watched this far, this is really just me ranting. If anybody watched this far, please comment for part 2. Like, if you want part 2. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there because I didn't expect to rant this long. But I love you guys so much. Make sure you like this video and subscribe and leave a comment.